Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video I wanted to do a recap on Black Girl in China videos. So I made one a few years ago, like introduction whatever, but obviously that was a few years ago and a few years has passed. So yeah, I just wanted to talk more about that, my experience in China. Okay, so I was a study abroad student or an exchange student in China, Chongqing, China, for the year 2012. And I also went back in 2014 to teach English, and I'll make more videos about that because it's totally different from being from working in China and studying in China, and even doing both at the same time is a whole experience. So I'll make a whole new video about that. It was crazy. Yeah, so in 2012 when I was a student, I only stayed there for a semester. My university, Rutgers University, has an exchange program with Jilin University. So a student goes there and a student comes back, whatever. So, the trip was really great. I mean, I've learned so much. I grew so much. It was my first time traveling outside of the country. I was by myself. I was not prepared for the weather. Changchun or the Dongbei area is really cold. It's freezing. Oh my gosh, I just was not ready for that. I wasn't prepared for that. Changchun is close to North Korea. It is close to Russia. So, it's cold as hell up there. So, was not ready for that. I don't know, like learning Chinese was a little harder. Learning Mandarin here in the States is mostly comprised of like English and Mandarin together, at least for the beginning stages. In advanced stages, obviously it's advanced, so you should know more Mandarin. But in China, they don't do it that way. They don't want you to speak your native language. So it's just Chinese or Mandarin all day, every day. So that was a little overwhelming for me. I didn't do so well because I was in the wrong class. I should have been at a lower level, but me thinking I can do it, whatever, it just didn't work out so well. However, my Mandarin did improve a lot because you're in a situation where you have to speak Mandarin. Not too many people speak English, especially the locals, and even some of your classmates will, well, for me, my classmates were from all over the world, and like my two closest friends that I met there were two Japanese girls, and they couldn't speak English at all, and so our only way to communicate was Mandarin. So it's like, okay, I have to improve my Mandarin so I can speak to my friends. But it was a really great experience. I met so many people around the world. I learned so much about myself. I learned how to, better take care of myself. I traveled, in China by myself for a little bit. So I met a friend who I haven't seen in years, who came to America as a grad student. And when I went to China, we met up. I met her family. She lives in Shenyang, China, and she showed me the palaces and stuff like that. So it was really cool. And I met people there that are now, like, I consider my family now. All right, so if you are Black and you're in China or just anywhere in Asia or anywhere in general where there aren't a lot of Black people, people will stare at you. So for me, that in the beginning, I thought it was kind of cool because, in America, no one really pays attention to me, because being Black is not really like, it's not a surprise. It's not like, oh my God, look at her skin. It's like, okay, whatever, bye. So in China, it was a lot like that. It was really, really interesting. Yeah, but after a while, I got tired of it, and especially when I went back the second time to teach, I really got tired of the stares. People trying to touch my hair without asking. I don't play that. No, you will not do that. Yeah, so people wanted me to take pictures with your kids. Like, I got tired of it. I mean, when you first go there, the attention is kind of nice, but after a while, you want to just blend, but it's going to be a while before you blend. All right, and I just have little notes down here because, yeah, sometimes I forget my train of thought. Anyway, natural hair. So both times I was in China, I had natural hair. You would think from my first time in China I would learn, but clearly I didn't. When I first went to China, I had my own natural hair products, so I was good. The second time I went back to China to teach, I ran out because I was there for a longer period of time and I did not prepare like I should have. And like I wasn't really aware of things. I thought I had to buy stuff. Oh, pardon me. I thought I had to buy stuff from America and ship it to China, but turns out you don't do that. And I will make a video about natural hair in China, but yeah, it's definitely a learning experience. Yeah, like I tell everybody, find your nearest African girl. Find someone who can speak Chinese very well so they can help you go online to find products, and you will be able to find more products than you think in China. So don't worry about being natural in China. You are good. Relaxer, weaves, you are good. Trust me. All right. The locals, Chinese people are really nice. I mean, they're people. You're going to meet good people. You're going to meet bad people. But in places where they're not used to foreigners, or maybe they are used to foreigners and they just find you interesting, they will, smile at you, point, touch, just a bunch of things. But generally, the locals are pretty friendly. The taxi drivers are a little bit too friendly, but you can practice your Chinese that way. And when I say too friendly, I mostly mean like they, sometimes they ask you out, sometimes they want to know if you have other foreigner friends, and, it gets a little weird at times. And if you check out my Black Girl in China episode 1, you'll see where I talk about the first taxi driver that I ever met, and he like freaked me out the whole entire time. He was doing too much. But anyway, yeah. The food is not the same, in America and China. China is a big country. There's a lot of regions, a lot of provinces. There's a lot of provinces in China, so obviously the food is going to differ. It's going to be different each place that you go, but you can find some similar things, or you can find things that are like a substitute, like in Dongbei, where I stayed at, Gobao Roll, which is like the best to me. That was like General Toast on crack. It was delicious. I loved it. So, stuff like that you can find. Yeah, so the food was okay. But in the Dongbei area, it's really greasy. So for me, I definitely had to learn how to cook. Thank God that I met a friend from Dominica, not Dominican Republic. Dominica is another island. And, she's an amazing cook. She taught me how to cook and, just to take care of myself. So that's why I said, this is the second time with the China. I definitely learned how to take care of myself and survive. Okay, shopping. I say shopping is pretty okay, but for some reason the malls in China are really expensive. Like it's there's no different ranges in prices. It's just expensive. Even Starbucks is expensive. I mean, Starbucks is the same price here, but when you're in China, you think like you want everything cheap, but it's not. But I mean, if you have the money, cool, but it's really expensive. But they do have a lot of underground bunkers where you can go and do, some street shopping. The area that I stayed in, I don't know about all China, but, it was occupied by the Japanese, during the Second World War. And, they used a lot of bunkers, unfortunately, when the Japanese government was bombing and shooting. So, in the future, they use these bunkers now for shopping, so it's pretty cool. A little history, but yeah. So you can find great prices there, and you can bargain. I am a bargaining queen. I'm just good at bargaining, because as a foreigner, they try to hike up the prices for you, and I'm like, nah, I'm in China, so I want the same price as everybody else. Like, I've been in China for long enough for you not to like try to hassle me and hoodwink me. I don't think so. Lower that price. So normally, if you go there and your Chinese isn't so good, whatever price they say, just go lower. And if you want to go lower than that, go ahead. And if they try to play all cool, like, oh, that's too much, just walk away, and then they'll tell you to come back. Okay, you got it. So yeah, sometimes they'll get attitude, but whatever. I mean, when I was in Thailand, I had this one guy. I think he was drunk, but he really got an attitude. He called me a young man, and he was like, "Get this young man out of here." I was like, "Sir, don't be jealous." Anyway, Yeah, so that's about it. Like I said, I just wanted to give like a recap, about my experience in China. And in another video, I'll talk more about teaching because there's so much that went on with that, and I just feel like I'm gonna need a whole nother video to do that. Yeah. So my next video will be Lost at the Great Wall. And I will have a follow-up video for that because that's also a lot of stuff that happened in that video. And I want to explain more, and I want to, caution people to not do what me and my two Japanese friends did, because we could have got trafficked, we could have got kidnapped, we could have got killed. And it was just a hot mess that day. We were stranded at the Great Wall, on a highway. You having no idea how to get back. It was just really, it was funny but scary at the same time. I can look back at it and laugh, but at the time it was really scary. So, yeah, and in another video, I'll, just give like a more introduction to what's going on in my life right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in the dorm room at my university. This is the living room space area, whatever. So I'll talk more about what am I doing right now, what are my plans in the future, and so forth. But for this video, it's just a recap about me being a student in China. So thank you for checking out my video, and please subscribe and please comment and watch my other videos. Thank you.